Hey howdy hey and happy holiday!
Toy Story is a marvelous film which kickstarted Pixar studios to new heights and established their precedent for high-quality films. Pixar began as a technology company originally created as a division of Lucasfilm. After the acquisition by Steve Jobs, John Lasseter started creating short animated films to show off their technology's prowess. Little do most people know, the next events leading up to the go-ahead for the first feature-length computer-generated film were largely based on Christmas-based projects and ideas. Hello, I'm Isaac from Wotso Videos, where we discuss fun topics for fun people. Today I'm going to explain how Christmas propelled the creation of Toy Story. What is so unique about Toy Story is how it looks into our world from a completely different perspective. It's the perspective of a toy. Now, the first animated anthropomorphic toy in a feature film was Pinocchio, but this was the story of a toy yearning to become a human. Some of the jokes were of him dealing with being a toy in a human world, but it was far from the Toy Story's premise. One of the first times toys were depicted with toy problems was the 1964 Christmas TV movie Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The Island of Misfit Toys depicts a group of depressed toys with inaccuracies in their manufacturing, leading them to yearn to be played with and longing for the attention from an owner. Rudolph may not have been the first film to give toys human emotions, but this Christmas movie was one of the earliest and most famous implementations of the idea in film prior to the Toy Story franchise. Long after Rudolph aired on NBC and showed toys could have feelings, Pixar was created and John Lasseter's Tin Toy earned the Academy Award for Best Animated Short Film. Through this success, Lasseter flew onto Disney's radar. CEO Michael Eisner and Chairman Jeffrey Katzenberg of the film division began a quest to get Lasseter to come back to Disney, for he had once been an animator for the Walt Disney Studios, but was fired in the past. Although Lasseter appreciated the offer, he felt an allegiance to Steve Jobs, the owner of the studio, and the people of Pixar, and believed he could go to Disney and be a director or stay at Pixar and make history. With the realization Lasseter would not return to Disney, Katzenberg set plans into motion to foster a production deal with Pixar. Disney had been an in-house animation studio since its conception, but what allowed Disney to change their policies to create Toy Story was of course all because of a Christmas movie. Tim Burton, who used to work at Disney, wanted to buy back the rights to his story The Nightmare Before Christmas, so Disney struck a deal with Burton. The deal allowed him to manifest a Disney-branded film outside of their studios. This first in Disney history set a new precedent and opened the door for Pixar to make their movies outside of Disney. With Pixar nearing bankruptcy and Disney longing for Lasseter's talents, the two began negotiations to form a deal between the two companies. Jobs and Pixar wanted to do a film with Disney, so they proposed a 30-minute TV special, which they reasoned would be a sensible way to gain experience before tackling a feature film. Katzenberg refused this notion and even brought in some of Lasseter's animators to state their opinion on the matter. Unanimously, they did not encourage the idea and decided to scrap the project. Although the first meeting seemed to go poorly since their plan was thrown out, negotiations did continue. Katzenberg insisted that Disney be given the rights to Pixar's proprietary technology for making 3D animation, but Jobs refused. In response, Jobs countered and demanded Pixar would have part ownership of their future film and its characters, sharing control of both video rights and sequels, but Katzenberg refused. Finally, on May 3, 1991, Pixar and Disney finally came to an agreement. The deal included the ability to produce a feature film based on the TV special they wanted to create. The idea they had pitched was a Tin Toy Christmas, a Christmas-themed sequel to the original Academy Award-winning short. Christmas had once again blended itself into the story of Pixar's first film. The idea of Tin Toy was evolved in the working title of Toy Story, and production quickly began, and of course the rest is history. One of the original stories depicting toys with toy problems was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Years after one of the first creations of anthropomorphic toys, Tim Burton longed to create his Christmas movie, which set a new precedent for Disney to allow external animation studios to work under their brand. Lasseter's first pitch to create a feature for Disney was framed as a TV Christmas special, and since then, Lasseter's original concept was evolved in the powerful and beloved Toy Story franchise. Since it is such a praised franchise, in 2014, Disney aired the Christmas special Toy Story That Time Forgot, finally bringing the toys back to Lasseter's original idea. The series of events leading to the creation of Toy Story were in part driven by the Christmas spirit. If you enjoyed learning about some of the history of Toy Story and Pixar, and you'd like to learn more, then I'll leave the links to the movies and resources I used in the description of this video. So now it's time for your thoughts. Did you know Toy Story's history was influenced by Christmas? Are you excited for the holidays? And what's your favorite holiday dessert? Let me know in the comments section along with any other ideas you have for future Discovering Disney episodes. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it, then remember to subscribe to Wotso videos. Thanks for watching and happy holidays.
And all those toys you got for Christmas, treat them nice.